If you're watching this, you might be asking yourself, is it too late for me to start? Maybe you're a guitarist, or maybe you're producing music at home. Maybe you're a singer. Whatever it may be, let me be someone to tell you it's never too late, and maybe I can help you change your mind with some of these tips. Comparison is the thief of joy. It's one of my favorite sayings because I think a lot of people need to hear it these days. I work with a multi-platinum producer that's achieved a lot in his life, and at a young age. I think he was platinum in his early 20s. And it's very easy to start comparing our lives and think that I'm falling behind because I just haven't done the same as him. But frankly, that's just not how life works. And he reminds me of that. How many times have you scrolled on your phone and found someone that's just doing all these crazy things and you think to yourself, I'm so behind. Why aren't I there yet? Well, you just have to remember everyone has a different path, and that's okay. I think a common thought is, as you do whatever it is that you've chosen, as we've talked about, you tend to worry about running out of time. But the reality is, you have a lot of time. You have more time than you think. It just depends on your situation. I know everyone's got a different life. You've maybe got, limited hours in the day, but you've still got time in your life, years. You're still living. Some people pick things up later in life, and that's fine. I think Harrison Ford was like 30 or 40 when he was in Indiana Jones. I've been making music since I was 12, and that's quite a while ago now without dating myself. But I just kept going, and I never gave up. Even when it felt hopeless and that I was getting nowhere, I just kept trying. Fast forward to now, and I can say I've worked on a Billboard #1 record. Quite a few, actually. And I have a Grammy nomination for engineering work. So what do you do about it? Well, for starters, play that instrument. Strum a guitar, strum the bass, hit some drums, sing, make a song, get better at your craft. You don't have to go pro overnight. And if you don't go pro, that's fine too. We get caught up in what success is. Sometimes success is just doing what you love and having fun. I spent 2 years as a kid just writing songs every day, playing with plugins, microphones, synthesizers, really whatever I could find, playing with drum microphone placements. I didn't really make any money from it, but the skills I picked up during that time helped me when I got to a pro level. All those things came back. It was like school. It's like learning math, it's like, okay, you actually needed to know some of this. And another big thing is to share the joy of what you do, because, you don't want to hide your talents and your music. That's another big pitfall I see, people hide things. I might have written songs for 2 years, but I never really showed anyone, and it bums me out that I wrote all this stuff that hasn't really been heard unless you've hung out with me and I randomly play them at 2 a.m. It's definitely a regret I have, but you can't focus on the past. You have to focus on the future and frankly the present, where you're at now. And I hope some people can maybe look past that and share what you've done. The magic of music is sharing it with the world. And now we're more connected than ever. We have the ability to literally share things across the world. For instance, you're watching a video from some random place on the planet right now. And guess what? That's what will lead you to more opportunities to do the thing you love. I've had chances to do some awesome things, work at festivals, work on awesome records. I've worked at 5150, and it all starts with one connection. You're a moment away from a new future. For instance, leave a comment. We can start our own network of people, that are into music, production. I just love hearing where people are at in their musical journey and sharing stories and just kind of getting a feel for what everyone's life is like. This next one involves gear. Be smart about it. You don't need to go into debt and buy a bunch of stuff that you don't know how to use or might never use. I've seen a lot of people that don't even know how to plug a preamp into a compressor and then into an interface. That's confusing to some people. Mastering what you have is a great way to be even better when you get something pro. Do you need a $5,000 compressor? Not really. Do you want it? Yeah. It doesn't mean you can't yearn for cool things and fancy toys, but it just means to pace yourself. I didn't build my studio in a day. It's gone through a lot of different iterations and phases. I've been in the garage, the living room, beach houses, little nooks and crannies of houses, and everywhere in between. Now I've got a dedicated room for my stuff, thankfully, and it just kind of happened in time. Just try not to waste money on stuff that is essentially worthless after a while or not needed in general, because that money can be put towards better things that will last longer. Everything I own has a purpose. I tend to put a lot of thought into if I need something or if I want something. That's been instilled into me ever since I started. I haven't really sold or traded much gear because I still use everything I have. I might have a couple cheap microphones, but you do have to start somewhere. You don't have to buy something expensive to start. Just start with what you have at first. I don't know if you've seen what you can do on an iPhone, but GarageBand and an iPhone or an iPad, it's pretty crazy these days. I mean, they have automatic drummers, little loops, they have amps, they have, little microphone effects and settings. You could build a whole song on your phone these days. So I hope these basic concepts and advice can help you carry on with what you're doing. That's the whole point of these videos, to inspire you to strum a chord, make a beat, and anything you can really dream of. If you like this kind of content, let me know down below. Hit like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if you haven't guessed, I'm officially in my new studio setup. I've moved in the year that I haven't posted any videos, or however long it's been. And I got to give my friend Adam big thanks for letting me shoot a couple videos at his place to kind of get back into the groove of things. But I'm officially set up, and I'm hoping to bring some more content like this to you guys. And until next time, peace out.